This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi. Today we have our top 5 back to school picks. Now all 5 of these are going to be from multiple manufacturers, different price points, and should last you the entire year. No matter what sport or level activity you're on, all 5 of these are going to give you the ability to do multiple types of training. Now if you are a younger adult not in school, I would add a boot and or a dress shoe to this collection, but a lot of these shoes I have not done specific reviews on, so you can look forward to that coming up. But let's get right into it. Our first and only Nike on the list is the Nike Versatility and or Instinct. This specific model is the Instinct and or the Hustle Heart, so it is a mid-top. This technically is a trainer, but this is something that you can use all year round. It should last you throughout the year. And obviously for training, this is something for cross training. So whether you're running, lifting, just walking around, this something is very light. I like the low top for regular use because you can wear that with shorts and or pants. But this in the mid top and the Hustle Heart is an amazing shoe. Price point on these is about $120 for the Versatility, $100 for the Versatility, $120 for the Instinct. But a lot of these are already on Nike clearance, meaning you're able to get these for $80 with the discount code as low as $60. So this is, as the only Nike on the list, also one of the cheapest ones on the list, and definitely one you can go to no matter what you're doing. Now those who are a little more fashion, skateboard, whatever have you, stop buying Chuck Taylors, stop buying Vans, actually get the Chuck Taylor too. So this is something that has a lot of style because it looks almost exactly like the old one, but the cushion this has with the Nike Lunar, as well as the additional build they have on this for just slightly more support, makes a huge difference on your knees and your back on something you're going to be walking through every day. Now a lot of kids, you will buy Vans or Chuck Taylors because they're cheap or it's something that looks good, and if you do happen to get a job where you're standing all day, those shoes are awful. I don't care what anybody says, they're meant for style. Get the Chuck 2, this does come in a mid or high, and you're not able to sacrifice your style for function, you get both. These usually retail for about $75. I was able to get mine for $40, so they do have discounts every now and then. So this is not something that's going to break your bank, and this is something that almost anybody can use and does come in a multitude of colorways, as well as different finishes, from canvas to leather to now even waterproof versions. Now for all the runners on the list, and anyone who's specifically in track and field or just like to do runs in the morning, honestly I recommend Under Armour as just something that's universal. You can use for anything that's not so specific. A lot of the Nike runners are very hardcore running, so I don't know if they have as much fashion. I love the slingshot. This is something you can throw on any day. That charge cushioning you can use for a multitude of things, from running to training, jumping, working out. Now if this is something that's a little bit too much, and I think it's at $140, getting something like the Apollo 2 from Under Armour is an awesome, again, overall round shoe for runners who are also doing a ton of stuff. A lot of different colorways to match whatever your outfits are. And again, I always recommend doing a low top, only because you can get away with doing that with summer and or winter. The charge cushioning overall does a great job between balancing whether you want something that's responsive or something a little bit more cushy. Obviously you can spend more, and I do have other running reviews coming out, but this is just something that's going to give you a good price point that's very universal, that you can use for a multitude of training segments and not just for running. So for all my ballers out there, you're probably wondering what is the best overall basketball shoe right now. You guys can argue with me. I have a lot of shoes, so hopefully I feel like I can back it up. But you're Crazy Light with that Continental traction, which this one doesn't have, and with all the colorways coming out, and at the price point at $120 with a couple discounts coming out already with that Continental traction. This is something that you can use even if you're a big man, a small man, if you're using this for practice, walking to school, going through a game. This is something that should last you all year round, and it's not so specific. If you're wondering why I didn't choose something like the Kobe, which I do think is technically a better shoe, or the KD9, or a variety of other things, it's just going to have to do more with the durability and the ability to use this for multiple kinds of playing styles and or different kinds of training. I just think this is more well-rounded, and the price point is something that a lot more people can afford. So this is my go-to basketball shoe, and just Boost in general, with this style, you can't go wrong. You don't have to spend $180 on some Ultra Boost that you only can do running in. When this, you can go running, play ball, and do some light lifting in. Now, the last shoe on this list is my favorite. It's actually the new JJ Watts, the JJ1 from Reebok. I haven't done a full review on this yet. It's still kind of dirty. Been using it the last week. This thing, I've done a personal record on my deadlifts. I've gone for multiple runs, done some speed work. This is one of the best trainers on the market. I will have a specific review on it. Obviously, the colorway so far have been white and red. That kind of sold out. This colorway is obviously with USA with the Olympics, and also is the Texans colorway in blue, white, and red. They will have different colorways coming out, but this retails for $100. Cushioning is very good for a trainer, so still quite not as comfortable as maybe the Versatility or some of the other shoes here, but something that's incredibly stable, really durable, flat traction, very just universal. They did an amazing job on this, and it doesn't matter what you're doing out there. So if you are doing something in football or strength training, this can be a go-to. CrossFit, any athlete, and if you like the style, this is something that's very durable. Adidas did an amazing job on this, and again, for $100, there's no reason to spend $130 on a Nano. So I'll get to this review later, but as far as wrapping up our top 5, all 5 of these you're going to be able to use all year round, as well as just have a couple different options as far as what colors you're looking for, what needs you have. Now, I do have 2 more honorable mentions. Brand Black. You guys have seen my review on this. If you haven't, you can check it out. This is the Brand Black Wear Testers Ether. That Ether line, or the JC3, had that Brand Black has durable traction, cushion is awesome, materials are rugged. This is something you can wear all year round. The reason I don't recommend it for everybody is, 1, because they're hard to try on. This is not something you can just go and get. And 2, the JC4, you're looking at, I think it was 140 or 160, and this is 120. Plus these have suede, so that suede part does tend to look a little bit dirty after a variety of wear. So something I want to recommend for the entire year. That's the only reservation I have about these. The JC3 is still a really good shoe. I would say I like this one better, but if you can get those on discount, those are awesome. The second one, any Jordan 1. Y'all don't have to be snobby about it. Essentially a mid, a high, even a low. It's just a classic colorway, classic style. You can't go wrong with Jordan 1s. People always try to get the OG color. It kind of doesn't matter. If you can get any one of the Jordan 1s, this is a shoe that has really good durability. I, for one, actually use the Chuck Taylor insole in this, so it makes a huge difference in comfort. So if you want to have 2 different points of style, having a Chuck Taylor and a Jordan 1, you can almost go with any outfit with that if you have a low and you got a high. But Jordan 1, always a classic. Definitely will last you all year round in the school year. Decent for different weightlifting training. Definitely wouldn't run in. And I guess you could do some light balling in this, even though if you think about it, this is something that was designed and used for high performance over 3 decades ago. So that wraps it up. Hopefully I've helped some of you guys. You're going back to school. Some of the ladies who are going out there, these 5 shoes are something that should last you all year round in school. If you are a younger adult, obviously something like a dress shoe and or a boot may suit you better. But of course, I'm looking at certain sport needs and certain needs as far as students going back to school, whether it's high school, college, or grade school. Hopefully this helps you guys. Please shoot any questions you have down in the comments below. You can check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Let me know anything you want me to go over in detail, or any other shoes that you think maybe should have been mentioned. But please give this video a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe. This is Levi of Sneaker Gears. Really appreciate all you guys, and we'll come at you later.